So this is a video that's largely aimed at fellow creators like yourself or those that are contemplating going on your own journey as a YouTuber or just a content creator in general. Um, I want to just share some of my own personal experiences that I've been going through on this platform of YouTube. At the time of this recording, I believe I have about 195 or 196 subscribers, which is amazing. And I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you that decided to take the chance on subscribing to my very small but growing channel. I really appreciate that. I have about 60 videos I've uploaded, so I've gained a bit of experience on this channel. I'm looking to share with you that it might inspire you to go on your own journey or inspire you to continue on your journey if you are sharing some of my frustrations that I'm going to outline in this video. So if any of that relates to you, hopefully I'll earn your subscription for this video if this is your first time stumbling on this channel, because every single subscriber matters and counts, because I am trying to get into that YouTube partner program, and it is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and it is a one hell of a grind. One of the things that frustrates me when I look at other creators in a space that I'm creating in, which for me would be gaming, the fitness side of things, I'm not too concerned about that. I'll touch on that later on in the video. But gaming specifically, a lot of these creators that have a ton of subscribers, like 200,000, a million, 20,000 subscribers, not all, but some of them, I just feel I'm better than. Personally speaking, I feel like if I were to put any of these guys in a school setting, they would put the students to sleep. Like, these guys have very little personality. Not all of them, but some of them I'm just like, how the hell did they get this amount of subscribers? So I'm just in my mind, because I'm thinking, I'm a very competitive person and I'm very confident about my own skills. So when I see a video from a well-established creator talking about subject A, then I create a video talking about subject A. I'm hitting, if not the same or similar talking points, but yet and still my video is just lost to the shadows of YouTube, and their video is getting 10,000 views in like what, a few hours. It does get frustrating. But one of the things that I tell myself is this. I have to remind myself of this. And this is something that you need to do for yourself. Whatever your frustrations are, you have to take a step back, whether a few moments after, or just take a moment to reflect on why something is potentially happening. For example, my frustration of these channels having the type of popularity they have. Well, for starters, they've been doing it a lot longer than me. Two, they've already established their audience, a large size of it. These are people that show up for them no matter what they upload. I personally don't have that just yet, or it's very, very small. For instance, like I mentioned, I have 195, let's just say 195 subscribers currently. Do every single one of those 195 subscribers watch everything I post? No, I'm pretty sure they don't. And if they do, are they really watching the majority of my video? So if I put out a 10-minute video, are they really watching the whole video? Probably not. I don't even know if they've rang the little bell, when you subscribe and hit the notification. I don't even know if they've done that. So there's so many different factors that you have to consider and take into account when looking at, wow, this person is getting X amount of views in X amount of time, but I bust my ass on this particular video and I can barely get 10 views, or I'd be lucky if I get 100 views. And so I think you have to be realistic, and you have to be very open-minded to challenge yourself to find the potential reasons as to why you are not getting the result that you feel you should, or the result that you want to have. So for instance, for myself, I have about 4 videos out of the 60 or however many videos I've uploaded, I would say has gone viral for me. Earlier, my first video that did very well was the Dragon Age, one of my Dragon Age Veilguard videos. That one, I believe, has over 1,000 views. I think 1,050 something views. Now, even though that video did very well for me, I was under no illusion that the next video I was going to post, I've made it, the next video is going to blow up. It didn't. I think the next video may have cracked 100 views, I think. So I think that expectation, when you do finally have a good video, you have to really put things into perspective and keep your ego in check, because you might have a rude awakening that your next follow-up video just it goes out on a whimper for whatever reason. And it's happened to me, because I know I'm not at that point where I have a large subscriber base that is showing up for each of my videos. I myself am a content consumer, so I have my share of subscriptions to content creators that I follow. And I know as soon as I get that notification, I'm like, either I'm going to watch that video right then and there, or I make it my business to watch that video later on. And when you are starting, you're really not going to have that type of authority, that type of community yet. And that may take you a while. You might catch lightning in a bottle, and you might have it very fast. I just think it really just depends on your niche, your camera presence, titles, thumbnails, and all that stuff. But when you are starting out, you are essentially everything. You're the editor, you're the recorder, you're the lighting person, and so it can be very troublesome, very frustrating that you put forth hours of your life into creating a piece of content and it just simply doesn't land. Or it may not even be, people might not even click on the video at all. It might be the greatest video ever in the history of mankind, but maybe there's just something about your thumbnail and or title that just doesn't get people to click the video to see the greatness and the effort that you put in. And that is definitely a very frustrating thing. And it's a harsh reality of being a content creator on this space, or any space, whether you're creating on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. The way I try to mitigate that for myself is I try to celebrate the small victories I do get. For instance, I've been uploading on this video since August 23rd, 2024. That was my first upload to this channel. And it hasn't been 3 months. It has not been 3 full months yet. And I have 195 subscribers. I've uploaded, I think, 60 videos. Oh, let me just check real quick. Let's see. So yeah, 196, 55 videos. I have 13.7 thousand views, 55 videos. Let me see. Let's go to studio here. A YouTube studio. Check some analytics here for you guys. All right, let's look at the analytics. So if I were to go for the life of my channel, let's go to the last 365 days. So I have a total of 564.8 watch time hours. Now, you need 4,000 hours of watch time to become monetized on YouTube. And one of those victories I'm seeing right here, and I'm showing it to you right now, I have over 500 hours of watch time already. And I haven't even completed my third month of uploading to this channel. So when when I start to doubt myself, when I start to get frustrated, when I start to second guess, are people really watching? I look at this. I look at what's on your screen right now in the analytics. And I have to really remind myself, like, you know what? There are people watching. There are people that give a damn about what I have to say. Am I growing as fast as I would like to from a subscriber standpoint? No, but the subscribers are showing up, and I feel as a content creator, it is very important for you to acknowledge your subscribers, because quite frankly, they did not have to subscribe, they did not have to like, they're damn sure don't have to comment on your video. And those are the engagement metrics that you need as a creator to have any kind of success on the platform. Because to my understanding, the way YouTube works is when you upload a video, it's shown to a like kind of like a testing group, right? I feel like the subscribers that you currently have, obviously it goes to them, but then outside of your subscribers, they test it in front of, I don't know, however many people. And based on whether or not those people clicked on the thumbnail, watched the video, depending on how long they watched it for, all of these things will determine whether or not YouTube will continue to push that video to more people. So if someone that is not a subscriber to your video, to your channel, and you can see this, let me just show you this. Let's look at content, right? I'm going to show you the very first video that went, I guess, viral for me. So I'm sorry. So this video right here, when I look at the analytics for this video, this is the first video for me that took off. And this video gave me 53.6 hours of watch time, and it was viewed 1,086 times. But it only gave me 4 subscribers. Now, I can look at that in a couple of different ways. I can say, damn, 1,086 people seen the video, they watched the video, but only 4 of them subscribed. I could look at it that way. I actually can. Or do I look at the fact that, I did get 53.6 hours of watch time. That's how I choose to watch this video, because when I look at the reach, the video was shown 24,000 times, basically 24.6 thousand times. And basically 2.7 of those people clicked on this here thumbnail. And then unique viewers, people that were not subscribers, these are the people that, at least I believe that's what it is, right? Well, actually, no, I'm not too sure what unique, I guess that's what it is, right? Unique, estimated number of people that watch your content within the selected date range. But either way, this was the first video that really did very well for my channel, exceedingly well. And, but the next video that I posted, which I'm not even going to waste you guys' time in trying to find that. But the next video, it was, I don't think it did that well, honestly. I don't think it did. So you have to kind of really temper your expectations. Uh, it's like the stock market. You might today your stock might do great, and then the next thing, it might not. So you have to celebrate those small victories. Those are the things that's going to keep you pushing forward and keep you being persistent in the goal that or the goals that you want to achieve. And I want to share that with you because I know as a creator, it is difficult in some respects, especially mentally, because you're feeling like, you know what, is it really worth it? Am I going to break through? Are people going to watch? And a lot of times you're going to have those doubts that creep into your mind, but you know what? You don't pay attention to that. You just do what you feel you need to do for your channel. After all, it's called YouTube. It's your channel. It's your content. Another thing I've done is when I look at the gamer space, I look at what are these creators, where are they getting their information from? Like where they're getting their articles from for the most part, and that's when I learned about the publication called That Park Place. That's what it's called. In fact, I'll show you what it is. So That Park Place, let me just go and show you what this is. So this is That Park Place. So this, if you're a gamer, you have definitely seen this at some point. And they have a few. I think they have Bounding into Comics. They have Fandom Pulse. So a lot of these like publications, this is where a lot of the popular YouTubers come to get their articles. Like say, for instance, like if I wanted to talk more about Dragon Age, this is where a lot of your favorite content creators, I guarantee November 11th, at the time of this this article, they're referencing this particular article or this one. So that's just to kind of show you it doesn't hurt to gather key information of where people are getting their articles. And if you watch the YouTube videos themselves of people that are successful in that space, look to see how do they start the video. Are they starting it off like this, like a talking head, or they're already in the article screen recording it, or do they have a fancy intro? Like, you have to see what may work for you, because not everything is for everybody. And I think as a content creator, you have to be willing to do a lot of trial and error. Sometimes things might land, sometimes things might not. And I think being a creator, one of the benefits I look at is you kind of end up learning a bunch of skills that you may not have had before you started being a creator, or you really hone them down to where you've become quite proficient. I think specifically when it comes to editing, I think a lot of YouTube content creators that are very serious about moving their channel and doing this full time, they have become quite good at editing. And I think that's just one of those things that just happens naturally. When you want to fancy up your content, want to add cuts and transitions, add music, add some text overlays. These are all things that you will learn and develop over time using whatever editing software that you have. Like for instance, I use CapCut, and I learned just by watching tutorials on YouTube. And, I'm by far no expert. I'm still figuring it out. But there's quite a few things I've learned along the way that has benefited me. So I think just to kind of recap, whatever frustrations you have as a content creator, whether you're not getting the views that you want, whether you feel that established people are making content and you feel deep down you're doing it better, but you're not getting the results. In all of those situations, just look past yourself and just say, honestly, why? Is there something I'm not really considering? And I've had a lot of these conversations for myself. And I think if you have those conversations for yourself, I think it will make you better. And if for whatever reason, if you can't come up with any possible reasons, that is where I would suggest looking up a Roberto Blake, Think Media, Brian G. Johnson, Nick Nimmin, any of these content creators that their channels revolve around helping us get more clicks, more views. That's where I would say looking at those videos from those creators will be beneficial, because they may offer you a perspective that you did not consider. You know, and I think it would only benefit you as a creator moving forward, because for me personally, and anybody that's on this journey trying to make a living doing this, getting to that YouTube partner program, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, it is a grind like nothing else. It is very annoying. You know, when you're putting forth the time, you're putting forth the effort and making these videos, and the subscribers, you know, they're not coming as fast as you would like them to. You know, the watch hours are like creeping up slowly, and you're like, damn, am I ever going to reach this milestone? You know, so just to kind of use that as an example of taking those small victories, you know, when I looked at my analytics and I'm seeing, hey, I have 500 plus hours of watch time already, and it hasn't even been 3 months. I'm close to 200 subscribers, which, if I'm being, that's 800 more, or I'm 800 shy of reaching that one parameter. But, you know, putting it in perspective, I'm like, well, as long as I can wake up the next day, I think in time I'll reach those metrics. I just got to bite down on my mouthpiece if I was a fighter, and just keep going forward, keep creating, keep pumping out the content. Being your authentic self. You may have heard this a couple of times. I've heard it. I used to roll my eyes, but you know what? Honestly, now that I'm really doing this, and I've been doing it on this channel for close to 3 months, there are channels that I really like, and I feel like, well, if I do it like them, I might get those type of results. And you can kind of copy thumbnail design. I know I have. You know, I love red, white, and black as my colors. And a lot of the content creators, you know, they'll have, you know, the picture of an image to the right side of the screen, and on the left side they'll have like text that's either in white and gold or white, red, and black. That's a common thing now, and I'm adopting that. You know, I've copied that, to be honest. But in terms of the video structure, you can kind of copy that. You can be inspired. Like, for instance, if you see a creator, if you watch the video and you look at the time, and you'll see their intro might be for a minute, or it might be 2 minutes. And then the next part, they're showing B-roll. Look to see how long they're showing. Are they showing the B-roll for the entire video? Are they showing the B-roll for 2 minutes? Are they doing a lot of zoom ins and zoom outs? So if you have to write this down for a particular video, do so. And then try to create your own content, but utilize some of the things that they've done. You know, maybe in your video, lead off with B-roll. Maybe another video, have a shorter intro and get straight to it. So this is where I say YouTube is very much trial and error. And when you're delivering your content, be your true self. Trying to speak like somebody else, in my opinion, it's going to come off as being fake by a lot, if not all, the viewers, because they're going to be like, oh, this guy's just trying to sound like this guy, or he's just trying to, or she's trying to be like her, you know. And it's too much pressure, honestly, to live up to that, because maybe you might have success at it. But believe me, there's a lot of fake people in the world, and I'm sure maybe you've known a few. But I feel it's much easier, in my opinion, to be yourself, because there's no pressure to be yourself. You don't have to live a lie. Now there are certain things you can use to augment, and even though I'm not a supporter of scripting or using a teleprompter, but if you feel that you need to do that, then the hell with it. Go and do what you need to do to have your channel be successful. Because at the end of the day, it's your channel, it's your world, and do it how you see fit. I like to look at, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. I love before the woke and the DEI took over Star Wars. But, I used to love Star Wars, and I used to love Star Trek. And I like to look at a YouTube channel as like my own planet. And the subscribers are those that have decided to settle on my planet. And those people that are they'll look at my stuff and then they don't subscribe. I look at those people as they're visiting, but they're not claiming this as a home. If that makes any kind of sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But, like I said, I'm a sci-fi nerd. And I think it just makes sense, because YouTube as a whole, I look at that as like a universe. There's billions, maybe not billions, but millions of YouTube channels out there in the YouTube universe. And your YouTube channel is like another planet in this universe. So you're trying to have your planet colonized by as many people as you can. So when they're visiting your channel or visiting your planet and they subscribe to you, it's like, okay, that person, they're navigating the YouTube universe space, and they come across your planet or channel in this sense, and they're like, you know what? I like this place. I'm going to call this place home. That's how I look at it. And maybe you can look at it in a different way, but that's what helps me. And, my planet or my channel is not beholden to anybody else's. I'm not, it's not, I don't need to look at another channel or another planet in this example or metaphor or analogy, I should say, and say, you know what, well, maybe I can X copy what this channel is doing for my channel. You can try, but I think it helps and speaks volumes to your own channel, where you're being yourself. You're creating content that's in your own words, that's in your own cadence, your inflections, your emotion, your passion. And I believe that is what will get people to stay and plant their flag on your YouTube planet or channel. Hopefully some of this kind of helped you out. I will definitely be doing more of these videos, because even though gaming and fitness are really my main focuses here, but I want to, I'm on a journey just like you. I'm still very new. I'm not a million subscriber channel or planet. Hopefully in the future I will be. And I like to look at those early subscribers as those people that are just with me on the ground floor. And these are the people that I'd like to think, when I do get successful, they will look at some of my older videos and say, wow, this is where Red Related started, and look at where he's at now. because I've done this when I went to what's his name, Mr. Beast's and PewDiePie's, two very well-known YouTubers. I went to their very first YouTube video and I looked at some of the comments, and many people were saying, wow, so this is where it all started. And I hope that there'll come a time, whether it's 2025 or maybe 2026, where there might be some of the day ones, that I'll look back and say, wow, this is where he started. This was very inspiring. So I'm hoping that if this video related to you and this is your first time stumbling on my channel, I really hope that you this won your subscription, and check out my other content. Select that bell, that notification bell, and definitely stay tuned for more content. Let me know in the comment section if any of this helped you at all or inspired you to do something, because I'm pretty sure maybe the vast majority of people have tuned out. But anyway, take care. Peace.